I'm Nithya, co-founder Peppr AI. We built Peppr because teams slow down at scale due to missing and leaking context in all directions across every employee and team workflow. Conversations about trade-offs and quick new decisions happen in Slack, blockers show up spontaneously in calls, and code impact plays out across GitHub and Notion docs. But when review season hits, that context is scattered, invisible, or gone entirely. And without it, contributions get missed, decisions lack grounding, and performance management spirals into thousands of hours of bottoms-up conversations across the org. This isn't just a workflow problem, it's a knowledge security issue. When people switch teams, go quiet for a week, or leave, the memory of what happened disappears and stays with them. That's why we built Peppr, an AI-powered memory layer that captures the human layer of work across Slack, Notion, GitHub, Linear, Google Docs, and 40 other tools. Peppr doesn't just pull data, it builds living digital twins of your people and teams. What they're working on and why, what shifted, how decisions were made, and what impact they're driving. It listens proactively, auto-documents in real time, and connects context across tools, preserving institutional memory as it happens. So when it's time to make a decision, whether it's a performance review, calibration, or team reshuffle, you're not guessing. You're grounded in truth in one click. Let me show you how this works. I'm logged in as Arjun Mehta. Peppr is already connected to 5 tools across our stack, including Slack, Bitbucket, Jira, Confluence, and GitHub, which are the tools we use with Citrix. From the Views tab, I can switch to David Lee's digital twin and instantly understand his performance context. He's been mentoring across teams for 8 hours this quarter every week. He's leading 3 cross-functional projects, and he has a 4.2-hour median Slack response time. These are qualitative signals pulled directly from how David's actually working, not just what's recorded. And with one click, I can generate a custom performance report that synthesizes his recent meetings, key Slack conversations, pull requests, Notion docs, and task updates. The result is a complete view of his contributions and blockers ready to use in reviews or calibrations. Now, speaking of reviews and calibrations, they typically take weeks of back-channeling, doc digging, and reconstruction, and still miss half the picture of what actually went on. With Peppr, I can auto-generate end-of-quarter performance reports, create templates focused on collaboration, delivery, or leadership, schedule team-wide calibration input in a bulk, and because the signal is already there, since it's being continuously captured, cross-referenced, and linked to the person who did the work, all I have to do is click a button. Peppr also lets you group any combination of people into a shared team view, whether they're an org unit or a cross-functional squad. Let's say I group Tanush, Cole, and myself from the core infra and growth teams together. Peppr immediately generates what we're collectively prioritizing, what shifted over time, where blockers emerged, who's driving what forward. And because each person's digital twin is embedded, I can zoom from team-level momentum to individual contributions without any friction or guesswork. I can also pick up on how this team is functioning and collaborating with one another, and develop qualitative signals for what's going on in their workflows as they communicate with one another. Most importantly, with Peppr, you don't need 50 meetings with 10 people to get clarity about what's going on in your team. You can ask the system's context directly, and your team's digital twins reconstruct the story. Ask questions like, why was the SDK integration delayed? Or what were core infra's top priorities last month? Or even, who led the load balancer rewrite? And you don't get a vague summary. You get a rich narrative stitched together from live work signals across tools. The load balancer rewrite was led by Cole with key input from Tanush. It began when Tanush flagged reliability issues in Slack on June 2nd, Cole created a phased plan in Notion, etc. This is much more than search. It's proactive memory, the kind that tells you how teams are performing instantly, and that's built across time, people, and tools. Performance systems today start too late. They only capture what someone remembered to write down. Peppr flips that for organizations like Roblox. It starts with the real work, as it happens, and builds a memory model for every person and team. By the time review season starts, the contributions are clear, the blockers are known, and writing a review is fast, grounded, and fair. This is performance management powered by memory, and it's how high-trust teams protect their people, their IP, and their momentum at scale. Thank you.